from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how.
Welcome back. Of course, every Saturday morning we look forward to the Colts segment, and here he is, Alex Tigani.
Thanks for that, Dick. Well, it was time to return to the coach's box, and we caught up with Bannockburn Colts coach Matt Watts and East Geelong Colts coach John Jacko Stefanowski. It's time for another coach's catch-up here on the Colts segment, so we'll start off with the home coach and Jacko Stefanowski. Not the first East Geelong coach we've talked to, nevertheless, how have you found the experience?
It's been interesting, actually. Pretty new to coaching these days, so I've always told not to work with children and animals, but but it's quite good, actually. It's quite rewarding, and the boys are starting to sort of get on the same page. So, yeah, it's sort of looking good after a pretty ordinary start to the year.
Yep. I know it's only been 3 or 4 weeks in your coaching tenure, but who are the players that have caught your eye early?
Oh, there's a couple there. We've got young Corey Stanley, who's sort of, puts his body on the line, and he's really keen to learn. Young Jimmy Mewitt's another kid that goes hard. A couple of boys in the back line, Tristan Dell, Josh Warren. There's a few good players there, so there's a little bit to work with.
Yeah. Any idea if they're around the corner from senior selection?
Oh, there's a couple that could probably make it, I think. They're still young. There's only probably one that's going to go up into the senior ranks next year, or two possibly. So hopefully we can keep them together and probably get a more positive start next year.
Yep. Well, speaking of the seniors, this man to my right plays seniors and he's the Colts coach for Bannockburn and Matt Watts. How have you found the year so far?
I've thoroughly enjoyed this year so far. Last year we struggled for numbers a little bit, and we probably didn't quite have the cavalry, but this year we got a good bunch of kids and good numbers, so it's been a lot easier to coach the boys, and they're willing to learn and progress, and so far we've had a reasonable year. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I've enjoyed it a lot more this year, I reckon.
Yep. For those watching as we speak, Bannockburn are one of 3 teams in the top 3 on 9 wins, but because of percentage, you're ranked 3rd out of Corio 1 and North Geelong. Who do you think's the team to beat?
They're both very strong teams. We've played them both. We've actually knocked off North Geelong, but Corio have had the wood over us both times. I think Corio have played better against us. We've only played North Geelong the once. We've got them again in the next few weeks, so it'll be interesting to see how we match up. We've got to bounce back. We had a pretty poor loss last week, and hopefully we come back from that.
Yep. We were lucky enough to catch up with Jai Robinson, Aaron Down, a fortnight ago. Could there be anyone else that could crack in the best and fairest this year, or is it a 2-horse race?
We got a pretty even spread of players this year. Obviously, Aaron and Jai, I sent over to speak to you because they're both sort of our leaders, and but yeah, we've probably got 5 or 6 blokes that are probably up in the running with our best and fairest. I think it's been a pretty even year for a few blokes. Hopefully heading towards the finals, those guys are all firing on all cylinders. Especially Jai and Aaron being a big part of our midfield this year, but we've also got Darcy Huntley-Mitchell in the guts there. He does a great job every week, and we've got a few guys that are pretty strong across our half back and also down forward. So it will be pretty interesting come the end of the year to see who takes the best and fairest, because we've had some really good players all year.
Yeah. Well, 2 clubs that are very exciting in the seniors, and hopefully we'll have a cracker in the Colts. Thanks for joining us, guys.
No worries, mate.
There you have it. Now, as for this morning's action, if there's one game to look out for, I'd recommend in Division 3, North Geelong hosting Bannockburn in a top-of-the-table clash. As for, yes, North Geelong, there's a club you don't hear too much on the show. The other announcement I do have, Belmont Lions Colts, Mitch Bowl made his senior debut last week and then caught up with NBA champions Paddy Mills and Aaron Baines during the week. So he's a busy fella. There's the rest of the Colts games on your screen, and until next week's Colts action, it's back to you, Dick.
Thanks, Alex. And Alex will be back again next Saturday morning talking everything that's Colts footy. As we alluded to in the first segment, there was a very special guest on the show this morning. He's all the way from the Winchelsea Gun Club, although they don't call it the Gun Club anymore. I don't think there's any guns fired anymore. There used to be fun down there then in those days. But of course, it is the coach of the Winchelsea Blues, David Minch. Good morning, Mitchy.
How you going?
Thanks for coming down on a very cold Saturday morning, mate. But you got a big trip up the highway today to the Duck Pond.
Yeah, it's a massive game for us. We haven't been going well in the last couple of weeks, and it's a must-win for, I suppose, us and Werribee.
Got a special welcome ready for Minchy when he comes.
Oh yeah, we got the 94.7 Pulse game. We haven't got the past players this week, so you'll be able to understand the commentary. Mate, we've described you and a couple other sides a bit like North Melbourne. You play some really good footy, and you've played some footy that you wouldn't be happy with. Obviously, these blokes that do the other shows, they all haven't got any idea, but I have, because I watched you play, and obviously you've been hit by injuries all the way through. I know Herman's got injured early, and Leakey's been out for a long time. How are you going to go for finals? You've got 5 weeks to go. Are you going to get a full list in there?
First off, we've got to make it, I suppose. But yeah, we're on 8 wins. Last year we made finals. I think we made 10. We had 10 wins, so we've got to win. Hopefully 2 out of the next 5. But yeah, it's been a problem all year for us. We've been inconsistent. We've had a lot of injuries, but we don't want to use that as an excuse. A lot of teams have injuries, but I suppose when you play finals and win premierships, you need nearly everything to go right. And it's just been one of those years for us. We just haven't got our full list out in the park probably since round 1, really. So it's been frustrating for the club and as me as a coach as well, not having nearly anywhere near our full list. But yeah, we've probably got a bit better depth this year than what we had last year. So played a lot of kids last year, and they've been playing some more eye footy. It's just been a bit inconsistent so far.
Yeah, and as I say, you probably can use it as a business excuse because some of the players you've had out, I won't go through them, but they have been your top tier players, and it was great to see Brodie Donald come back. He kicked goals as soon as he came back into the side, didn't he?
Yeah, he's been in and out. He's looking to go live overseas, so he's arranging that type of thing, and probably our starting on ballers from last year haven't played anywhere near what I've liked. They've only probably played a handful of games each, so it's been frustrating. Even though we've had a couple of guys that come in have played some really good footy, and Stephen Oliver and the like. So it's been good in that respect, but not to have our starting on ballers from last year has been frustrating. And yeah, we've probably had to play a couple of guys in there that. You're probably not quite up to it at this stage, but yeah, that's what you get with injury footy. And
I suppose I haven't seen you for a while, but just looking at the paper and on the computer and the best players, Brad McKenzie's starting to really play some good footy too. Yeah, he's plays off the half-back flank and usually picks up usually the best forward for the opposition team. So he's been unbelievable for us this year, and I'm sure he could play probably at a higher level, but yeah, thankfully he plays with us at this stage. So. Yeah, very athletic, can jump all day and kick the ball really long, so he's really damaging off the half-back flank. And we already spoke about today's game down at Galvin Park, if you don't mind. At the Duck Pond. And it is a big game because I think if Werribee lose, they're just about gone. If you blokes lose, well, you're not gone, but looking at your draw, I know I think you've got Inverleigh, Belpo still, not in that order. I think you've got Belmont who are playing some pretty good football, so you've got a pretty tough draw. Yeah, we've got, probably out of the 5 teams, we've got 4 of the top 5 left, so it's yeah, a must-win game for us. We played well against them in round 2, I think, round 3, sorry. Yeah, we had a really good win, so yeah, hopefully we can replicate that sort of win, and yeah, and then hopefully win the last couple out of the last 4 games, and yeah, make finals. And yeah, if we can just get those players back that have been injured. We're starting to get them back at the moment, but they've been probably a bit underdone. So yeah, we just got to get them back playing really good footy and good footy as a team, and yeah, we'll be happy. Well, hopefully the game goes like it did in the first half last time he was played. And I asked Ricky O'Toole last week. I better ask you too. How long does David Mensch keep playing footy? 5 games and hopefully finals. So yep, this is my last year. I've probably gone on for way too long, but yeah, I'll hopefully go out with a good win and a granny. It would be ideal, but they will be calling it Mensch. You'll see then, Dick.
Yeah, that's funny, Grubby. He's very good indeed. Menchie, thanks for coming in, mate, and all the very best to the Winchester Footy Club for the rest of the season. And enjoy your trip up to the Duck Pond today, mate. Have fun. Thank you. Thanks very much. Good on you, mate. David Mensch, special guest on the show this morning, the coach of the Winchester Blues. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk about all the footy action on this afternoon. Back after this.
Football is strong. Football, let's get it